Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Indriana, NPM 210400078. I would like to present the results of my research entitled Students' Experience in Teaching Reading Comprehension, a qualitative study in high school English classes. Background to this research: the importance of reading comprehension skills. Reading comprehension is an important skill in learning English, which allows students to understand and interpret text effectively. Challenge in learning reading comprehension: many students face difficulties in developing reading comprehension skills, especially in second language contexts such as English. The need to understand students' experience to improve reading comprehension learning. It is important to understand learning experience in depth, including their perception, motivation, and the learning strategies they use. Benefit of qualitative research in Qualitative research can provide in-depth insight into students' experience in learning reading comprehension, as well as the factors that influence their comprehension. Research contribution: this research is expected to provide a better understanding of how students experience reading comprehension learning in the context of high school English classes, so that it can provide input for improving more effective learning methods. Based on the problems described in the background, the identification problem of the research are how do students experience reading comprehension learning in the context of English classes in high school, and what are the factors that influence students' experience in learning reading comprehension, and then how do students' perceptions, motivation, and learning strategies influence their understanding of reading comprehension, and the last, how can understanding students' experience provide input for improving more effective reading comprehension learning methods. Limitation of the problem: researcher subjectivity in analyzing students' experience. The generalization of the results is limited because the research was conducted at one school and English class at the high school level only. Difficulty in identifying factors that especially influence students' experience in learning reading comprehension, because this factor can be very individual and complex. Potential for differences between the experience expressed by students and the experience actually experienced by them due to external factors such as pressure, social or environmental expectation. Research question: how do students experience qualitatively learning reading comprehension in high school English classes, and what factors influence their experience? And based on the issues explained above, this research aims to qualitatively explore students' experience in learning reading comprehension in high school English classes, as well as to identify factors that influence their experience. Thus, it is hoped that this research can provide deeper insight into the teaching and learning of reading comprehension in the upper secondary education environment. Regarding the research objective mentioned above, the significance of the study is as follows: provide a deeper understanding of students' experience in learning reading comprehension, which can be the basis for developing more effective learning methods. And then helps teachers and educators to better understand how students learn and face challenges in developing their reading comprehension skills. Provide valuable insight for educational policymakers in designing curricula that are more relevant and effective in improving students' reading comprehension skills. And contribution to the literature on English language education and reading comprehension learning, especially in the high school context. Definition of current terms. The first, students experience subjective interpretation of events or situation in reading comprehension learning experienced by students in high school English classes. Jean Piaget argued that children learn through a process of assimilation and accommodation. Assimilation is the process of incorporating new information into existing knowledge structures. Accommodation is the process of changing knowledge structures to accommodate new information. With experience, children will gain their information and knowledge that is useful for their learning process. In addition, according to Piaget, the learning process can occur when individuals interact with their social and physical environments. With real experience, children again will gain valuable learning experience. And the second, teaching reading comprehension. The process of delivering material and learning strategies aimed at improving students' reading comprehension. And then qualitative study, a research approach that aims to understand phenomena in depth through collecting and analyzing descriptive data. In this case, students experience in learning reading comprehension. And the last, high school English class, a formal learning environment at the high school level where reading comprehension learning takes place. Teaching reading comprehension has an important role in English learning because it is helps students understand written the text better. Understanding this concept is important because it helps teachers and learners gain a clearer picture of effective strategies for improving English reading skills. Definition reading comprehension is ability to understand, interpret, and respond to text that is read correctly. Reading comprehension skills are important in learning English because they help students understand English text better, improve critical thinking skills, and broaden culture horizons. And commonly used teaching strategies, teaching text-based learning, the teachers use real text to build students' reading skills. In context understanding, the teacher helps students understand the context of the text to make it easier to understand the content. And then questioning technique. The teacher uses questions to explore students' understanding of the text they read. And then group discussion. Students discuss in group to share understanding of the same text. And this research was and the research conducted to provide a deeper understanding of the concept of teaching reading comprehension in English language learning. With a better understanding of this concept, it is hoped the teacher can develop more effective teaching strategies to improve students' English reading abilities. The research method used is qualitative, which means that the data obtained will be analyzed in depth to understand the meaning and context of students' experience in learning reading comprehension. The location of the research was high school children. This research was carried out on June 7, 2024. The subject of the subject of this research were students of high school in the academic year 2023 and 2024, and the object of this research was students' experience in teaching reading comprehension, a qualitative study in high school English classes. Population of the research. The population in the study, students' experience in teaching reading comprehension, a qualitative study in high school English classes, was 5 students in high school English classes. Sample of the research. The sample from this study consisted of several students from various grade levels who represented variations in their experience in learning reading comprehension, such as Um, Students who have different experience learning English, students who have high and low levels of reading comprehension, and then students who are active in extracurricular activities related to English, and then students who may have special needs in learning. The technique for collecting that data in this research is by conducting interviews with high school students to gain insight into their experience in the process of teaching and learning reading comprehension, and case studies by selecting several students or several classes and case studies to get a more detailed picture of their experience in learning reading comprehension. Instruments students perception of reading comprehension, and then student motivation in learning reading comprehension, and then students learning strategies in improving reading comprehension. I think enough for the presentation. Sorry for the mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.